15 practices about this group, this secondary, that you didn't know or couldn't know until you coached them and went through it with them?
I know we have a talented group. I know we have a bunch of guys who's played a lot of football in their career and are hungry and have a chip on their shoulder and, have a lot to prove this upcoming season.
When we spoke to you during your introductory press conference, you mentioned the importance of takeaways, the emphasis on that. I guess, how did you see that kind of manifest itself this spring?
I think it went pretty well. That's something that I wanted to get accomplished this spring. And as you see, guys were going after the ball, punching the ball out. Like I told them, man, you win a turnover battle, you win 85-90% of your games. So that was a big emphasis, this spring. And I think for the most part, the guy did pretty well.
When you talk about that being a point of emphasis, is that just saying it over and over again in practice? Is it harping on it in meeting rooms? I guess, how does that end up becoming a thing that presents itself consistently?
Yeah, I think it starts with just simple things, just assignment, alignment, and most of the time players gonna come to you. When you try to do too much, and get out of position, that's when bad things happen. So I was just trying to harp to the guys, just do your job. Do your job. We have enough talent on this team where everybody can eat, especially with the front seven that we have, it's going to make our job a lot easier on the back end.
Did Ronaldo Green have as good a spring as it looked like he had from our vantage point?
He did, man. He came this spring with a great mindset, a mindset to get better. He wanted to face Johnny every day in practice. Now, I think those guys, made each other better and, just gotten better technically. He got a lot of balls out. Obviously, he's always been a really, really good tackle. He understands the game. He has a lot of good football on his belt. I think next, this upcoming season, he wants to take his game to the next level. And, he's done that, on the field, in the meeting rooms, the classroom. He's been an all-around productive person.
And on that other corner, Pentrell's there, Azareye'h's there. I guess Greedy plays there some. What did you see from those other guys? We know Renardo's solid and is going to be there. Who else is in the mid? Who did you like out of that?
You mentioned a lot of guys who I thought played some good football, and you forgot Zaria Jones,
yeah.
who also had a very good camp. Greedy, Pentrell, AZ. It's going to make my job hard because you got a lot of guys who can start on this team, and it's going to be up to me, to try to get them guys in, but it's also going to be on them to create competition amongst themselves, and I think they've done that for the most part. And I'm excited to see what this summer and fall practice brings because it's going to be some position battles, but, as a position coach, you kind of welcome that because you feel that you can run, 10, 11 guys on the field, and there won't be a drop-off. So, we're looking to get some depth because it's a war of attrition during the year. A lot of guys get hurt, so we got to have as many players ready to play as possible.
What does Azareye'h have to do to take that next leap, that next step in his development?
Just the physicality. I think he needs to get stronger. Obviously, he's a very, very talented kid. He's smart. He's a guy who's about his business. He does the right things, on and off the field. It's just a matter of, him staying healthy, getting stronger and just going out there and playing, not getting down on himself after a bad play. And I think he's shown that for the most part.
What did you think of Quindarius Jones and how he kind of handled himself as a true freshman? I mean, he was going against Johnny Wilson and not backing down. What did you see from him?
Yeah, man, that kid has some moxie. He's a playmaker. For a guy that big and that fast, to come in as a true freshman and play the way he has in spring, it's brighter days ahead. Obviously, the high school game and the college game is different, so he has to learn some nuances of the defense that's going to come, but just raw ability and playmaking ability, man, he's the real deal, and I'm looking forward to what he's going to be, these next couple of years.
The depth at safety, who needs to develop a little more? Who do you want to see more out of when you guys reconvene in August that can really help you guys on the field in 2023?
Yeah, obviously, Akeem Finn, who's played a lot of ball here, Shaheem Brown, Duke Cooper, who's moved from corner to safety,
How did he take to it? Do you think?
He was well, man. I know he had some, playing corner in his background, but the kid is real coachable, man. He's a really, really good football player, and a player that I think will help us at multiple positions. So, he didn't, cry about it. He took it like a man. He took it in stride, and it was anything to help the team, and he's gonna have a chance to play some valuable football for us this year. Those three guys, and then you also have Travis J. When he get back from injury, he was playing really well. The freshman KJ Kirkland, who's another really good football player. Then you have the guys Conrad and Ed coming in, who can provide some depth to that unit. So, we have guys on top of guys, but we got to get everybody ready. Because, like I said, it's a long season and injuries does happen, and we'll see where we are.